Hi everyone, my name is Ben Kelly, artistically known as Aboutface. First of all, welcome to the Forest Garden at the University of Sussex, right next to the South Downs. It's very beautiful. And I'm here today to give you a short introduction into this crowdfunder and what the project is. You can read more about it down below, and hopefully it kind of gives you an initial sense of a very big project and a very important project. So for those of you who don't know, I've been in ongoing collaboration with the indigenous Wampís from the Peruvian Amazon since 2018. And I lived with the community for around a month, and together we recorded the different sounds of their forests and rivers, and we recorded traditional songs. We created new songs, kind of as a way to try and protect it, because unfortunately the Wampís people and many indigenous Amazonian people are being subjected to escalating acts of ecocide, which are deliberate human negligent extractive processes, things that impact our global terrestrial carbon balance and also poison the local ecology and the Wampís people. And this predominantly in the Wampís territory is illegal gold mining, something that most of us know has been going on since time immemorial, the pursuit of gold in rich lands in the Amazon. And sadly, this illegal gold mining process is very, very poisonous and destructive. In the amalgamation process, where they're separating the gold, it releases something called methyl mercury, which gets into the water, and fish, of course, are a main source of food for the Wampís people, and it's poisoning Wampís people and the rich endemic species of animals and plants that are native to their territory. And these date back to the Pleistocene age, which is 1 million years ago. So it is a very, very destructive process, and in particular in the last sort of 3 to 5 years, these illegal mining platforms are being built, and more are popping up, and unfortunately with that comes increased violence to Wampís people and to the non-human residents, the animals and all of the plants, sadly, you know, there's some pretty bad things starting to happen in the pursuit of this gold, such as children being used as human shields in mining platforms to deter Charep, which means lightning in Wampís, and they're their first response team to try and shut down these illegal mining platforms. Also setting fire to buildings, people being shot at. So it's a really, really challenging moment for them, and as the first Peruvian indigenous autonomous nation to manage their 1.3 million hectares of rainforest territory, I've been in communication with them and finding ways how we can help as a global community, who ultimately, you know, provide this urge for these gold products. So I personally feel that, you know, there needs to be a little bit more done to support each other, so that's what we're doing. With regards to specifically about this crowdfunder and this project, for those of you who don't know, we released, me and the Wampís of Wampís, a part of the Wampís territory, released a album in June, and all of the income from that and the project in itself has so far built an indigenous school in the community, and also is going to fund and support the Charep for first response to illegal mining platforms. That was really amazing. You can listen to it, there's links down below, and it's been received really well, and you can read all about that sort of stuff down there.
Absolutely incredible record for you now from Wampís of Guayabal and Aboutface. The album is called People of the Forest. It's coming out the 6th of June on the Coordinates label. Collaboration between London-based electronic musician Aboutface and the indigenous Wampís forest community living in the Peruvian Amazon. Each song on the record is based on one of the community's Nampets. ancient songs sung from the perspective of animals living in the rainforest. This one is Parrot.
So, on to the reason for this crowdfunder. The next stage of this project starts in April, where I return to the Wampís territory for an extended period for 6 months. And this is to record a new album, which is going to be called Nación, Wampís, and Aboutface, Tarimat Pujut, a more than human collaboration. To unpick that a little bit, Tarimat Pujut is a Wampís term for ecological harmony between all ecology in their territory, called the Ina Wampisti Nunki. And these include the humans and non-humans. And the non-humans are the animals, the plants, and the spirits that inhabit their ecology. The project will also support the Wampís in creating an eco-musical cartography of their ancestral territory, which is an online interactive map owned and managed by the Wampís Nation. So this map will include GPS mapped locations alongside the sounds, songs and stories of the forest, some dating back to over 1 million years. The recorded voices of non-humans will contribute to evidence supporting international protections such as rights to nature, which recognises that non-human beings have the right to live, thrive and not be exploited as resources. This is in collaboration with the University of Sussex Life Sciences team. These voices will then undergo an eco-acoustic analysis to provide insights into ecological health and the impacts of ecocide, human actions that destroy ecological habits for the vital and global environmental stability. So, what do I need from you? It's such a big project and it costs such amount of money. We've managed to pull together most of the funding to pay for the travel and the trip, but sadly I'm in need of some vital survival equipment. It's kind of like an important part that I've left till last. So I've got a couple of months to try and raise £1,000. I'm there to pay for things like portable power and solar recharge, a decent hammock, a water filtration system, and a GPS navigation device, which the one I've got is a bit basic at the moment. If you have a read down in the description, you'll be able to see an itemised list of exactly what I need. Now for these, for this donation, which also you can support via my Bandcamp, I'm going to be doing a series of releases, which I'll then, if you purchase any music from Bandcamp, I'll include your name and the money in this crowdfunder, so we can all see together how every element is starting to fund this project. And anybody who donates or pays for music that is £20 or more, you'll be included into my monthly video diary, and also music sketches whilst I'm in the Wampís territory itself in the Amazon rainforest. So there'll be little rough takes of what will form the basis of our second album. And also, really importantly for me, I will be presenting the income from Los Bos casinos to the PAMUK, the president of the Wampís Nation, and an artwork which will have everybody's name on it that has supported the project so far. And I think the font's going to have to be pretty small, but people's names will be included because I think it's important to know, as a global community, we are starting to act and think like a global community, and we're not being segregated, we're not being polarized, we're actually working together. So thank you for listening. Sorry it's probably a bit longer than these usual crowdfunder videos, but if you can help, if you can support the project, you'll most certainly receive a lot in return, because this is a reciprocal environment, ecology, and thank you very much for watching, and fingers crossed we get this stuff because otherwise I might be in trouble. Thank you very much.